up, my lovely kings and queen out there? Welcome once again to Talk Time with Grace, guys. As always, I'm your host, Josetta Grace Joseph. And today, once again, we're back in Sundsvall City. Going to speak with the guys you guys saw last week. And this week, we are talking about something that we discussed a few weeks ago with a girl called Effie. If you guys remember, we talked about, living without a dad. This week, we're going to have the men aspect of it. How the men feel about it and their ins and out about it. So thank you all so much for tuning in again. If you're just coming, welcome to Talk Time with Grace. Don't forget to subscribe and let's get into this video.
And I make sure what I'm supposed to do as a father, I'm doing it.
God contribute more financially, physically be there, emotionally be there.
What I'm saying about African women, they are the breadwinner of any home.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Talk Time with Grace. Last week I had this man here again, and this week we are going to talk about another hot topic. If you guys remember, I had a show where I had to interview a girl and we sit and talk about living without a father. And today we're going to have the men own version about that. A lot of people have their own saying. People thought that we focus more on the men, and people said that sometimes the women that push the men out, or sometimes the men that run away from their children. So I felt, why not sit and have a man own perspective of this topic, living without a dad? How you guys feel about it?
Well, that's a real headache, to say the least, because it's not easy for a child to live without a father. Mm-hmm. There are always two sides to a coin.
Yeah.
Because a child needs the mother and he needs the father. Because the mother have a different way of expressing their love towards the child, and the father gives the balance between the love. So when a father is missing, the child has a huge missing jigsaw puzzle in their life. So it's rather a heavy topic to discuss, but it's nice to talk about it.
Yeah, it's very nice to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm just becoming the father.
Okay, so, congrats.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. And I have not experienced something much like that, you understand, but it's difficult actually, because I believe the child needs both the parent. You understand? Sometimes, like what my brother just said, the mother has her own impact, something into the child that maybe the father won't like, and maybe the father is there to guide the child, put the child in the right way, exactly how the child is supposed to do things. Yeah. So there is a difference between the two parents, love and towards the child, like father love towards the child and mother love towards the child. So, but all in all, I think both the parents are important. They need to be there for the child.
For my own aspect, actually, as you have just said, both father and mother, because they both have to join hands together to make a successful home.
You can say that again, because you're the worst best dad.
Worst best dad, guys.
So what I'm trying to say, every child needs his father. Every child needs her mother. But for the chemists that bind them together to work properly, respect, love, not love of money, love for each other, and care. Forget about money, because nowadays money that brings most of a lot of problems in most of those relations. But the father love is there to protect the home. Because any daughter or son, I think the father figure is there, because if the father figure is there, actually, things that they want to do, they will be a little bit afraid. Because the father is there. Because a house without a father, most of those children go astray. Most of them. So that's why we should, especially for we Africans, let us don't forget our culture. I'm always talking about we are here. I will take maybe 50% of Swedish culture, and I will take 50% of my own culture. But I will never forget my culture. If you forget your culture, that will be messed up totally.
That's so true. That's so true. So we all agree that father and mother are both important equally. There's no more, there's no less than this. But coming from Africa, we are all from Africa.
Yeah.
We live almost half of our lives in Africa.
Yeah, exactly.
And you guys are men, you know.
Yeah.
When I spoke to the lady that was with me last time, we talked on our own parts.
Okay.
Because I was raised without a dad.
Yeah.
I was raised with my grandmother, and she did as well. And we spoke about how did it feel for a girl child to live without a father. Have any of you guys experienced living back home? Experience anything that your parents wasn't there or your father was there, but maybe away and stuff like that? I just want to know the men view about how it feels like growing up without a dad.
Yeah, I was once a victim of it.
Okay.
I live without a dad. It's my mother who really take care of me, I can say it. And I really give her a big hand for that.
Thank you, Mom.
Yeah. My dad, maybe I take like maybe he was so hard on me.
Yeah.
It was way back, we were not even thinking of war
Yeah.
in Liberia. So, but my spirit towards my dad, it was not that good. You understand? So maybe because of the beats and things that he used to give to me, so I really never used to like his idea. So what I did, I just do away by going to mom, and mom was the one who really did everything for me, took care of me from my childhood.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm one of the victims of that. So I think my mom, she tried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I was very fortunate to have my dad from my childhood until I became an adult.
That is so nice. So,
But I actually worked as a social worker back home, so I know a little bit of that, having not having a father figure around in the house. Most children envisage having a mom and a father in the home because the parents are always role models for children to grow up. There are studies done in Europe and America, in the western part of the world, that most of the children that are having problems are those that are a single parent. That's why if you're looking at this country in Europe, they are forcing people to be part of the children's life. Because mentally, when you have both parents with you, the guidance, every child wants to work with a father. Every child wants the father to take them to the first day in school. They want to have that experience. They want to be close to somebody that they can call their own. And if that person and that figure is not there, it leaves a big vacuum, which actually creates different uncertainties in their life, and that's really pathetic. And it is good for men to actually be part of their children's lives.
Yeah, that's so true.
Unfortunately, me too. I have both of my mother and father. Actually, so I don't miss anything.
That's why you're the best.
Exactly. But what I'm saying about African women, I mean, they are the breadwinner of any home. I mean, because they struggle a lot. Both in parenting, taking care of the home. I mean, feeding the home. So I will give them a big credit because they have done a lot, and still they have continued to do the same thing. I mean, because most of those men have no jobs. They sit. The women go out, sells, and come back. Feed them and taking care of the children. I mean, which is it's difficult for most of them. I mean, but what I'm not thinking back. I'm thinking forward actually, because we have learned a lot. I mean, we have experienced a lot. I think it's better for us to join hands together. Helping them. Even to achieve their goals. I mean, because I'm here as a dad with 3 kids. What I do in my home. I love my kids. I will take care of them. I will help my wife, in other activities. I'm not saying because I'm a man, I can't do short things. No, because I think we have to share common responsibility. I'm not thinking because I'm weak. No, I'm not weak, but we have to help each other. If you wash pan, I do the cooking. If you do the cooking, I will clear the toilet. I mean, You know,
Bravo! I love that.
We have to join hands together, you know, to make things
That's
work.
50-50.
You see?
No, it's so overwhelming when I hear you say that. You know, I know you. I know exactly what you do. That's why I call you the world's best dad. You know, with me, I have children, adult children, and my sons, they know me. I've been in their lives for as long as I could, even when they left when they were in their early adolescence period. I tried to affect their lives from thousands of miles away by calls, by doing a lot of other things. It is so good for you to belong, to have that connection with your child. Being that figure, that role model, children will relate to you. They will always see somebody that they want to follow. In our native in Pidgin Creole, we say na before foot bien foot tifala. Children will always want to be like you. They always want to be like dad. So it is very good for us men to be in the lives of our children.
And exactly what you're saying, because that leads to my next question. Like Africa, you know, we all know the cultures in Africa. A mother, home, take care of children, do what she want to do. You know, children are all surrounded by mothers. The father go out, make the money, come back home. You know, you guys that had fathers at home, I want to know, how was it like growing up? Because for me, I don't know, but I've heard about it. You know, dad is not always around. You know, our African culture, you mostly see the dad out there. For you to see a father sitting with his children, having a dinner time or having a playtime, it's something strange for Africans. So, you guys that had a father all through your lives, how was it? How was it growing up?
Let me jump in. I mean, for me, my father is a real model actually. He's a hard-working dad. You know, that taught us, how to do things. I mean, if it were not be for my father, maybe I should be stranded for now. I mean, my father's loves, hard-working men or boys. I mean, so as any time, maybe we were supposed to do something. I mean, he would hand us money for that job that you do. You know, in school, I was always in the backstage. But when I went to my uncle, I mean, I was among the first 2 or the first 5 in school. So there is changes, So my uncle, dealt with me properly,
Education-wise.
Both education-wise, I mean,
it was like
for me, exactly. So he taught me the ways and means to live. So I really appreciate it.
Yeah, well, me, I was fortunate to have, I think, the best dad in the world. My dad was not always at home, as you rightly said, but when he's at home, he makes time for every one of his children. We discuss any topic. No topic is out of bounds. We talk about everything. He doesn't care what you want to say. He listens, and he gives you the advice that you should get. I have never ever been beaten by my father. He doesn't hit a child. What he does, he talks with you. We go out. We look at football matches. He hangs out with my sisters, and now that he has gone, all the little things that I thought they were little, all those little pieces of advices that he gave to me, it's now that I'm benefiting from them. So, coming to the topic of having a father in your life, I see the benefit of having someone like that, a role model. I'm seeing a lot of children. I'm seeing people that have gone into youthful age, into early adult age in Sweden, and elsewhere. When I went back home, I see a lot of boys and girls struggling, and I think it's partly due to lack of one parent in their life.
I'm really, really happy that you guys share your stories, because this shows that not all African men are bad. Not all African men are, in that category that people believe that not there. Only the mothers and fathers. And hearing for you guys shows that you can be whatever you want to be in your child life. It all depends on you. As a father that knows your responsibility and knows how you want to train your child, to extend that when that child leaves you, it goes with him, you know. So this is so nice, yeah, about this. But I also have a question that we also spoke about, and where we talk, me and that girl, we talk about, you know, women, you know, the different reason that some children lack fathers in their lives. There's so many reasons, and one of it was about, you know, the women. Some people have, like, you have a mother that is drawing you away from your father and stuff. But before we get to that, we can discuss it now. But I just want to know the different kind of reason that a child can lack, you know, a father in her life or in his life.
Well, you have to look at it from the region that you're talking from. If it's in Africa,
yeah, I'm talking about Africa.
It's quite different.
Yeah.
Because in Africa, actually, most times the fathers are actually there most times. Although you have you know a premature death.
Yeah.
You have deadbeat dad. Period. Some dad, they are deadbeat. Period.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you know, they just don't care to raise children. They don't want to take responsibilities. So you know, you have different kind of factors.
Yeah.
But as you rightly said, you know, women take their love life with the father of their children, and create something between the both parents, so it affects the children. It's, you know, that threesome is not working. If they have problems with the dad, they try to withdraw the child from the dad, which is
so bad.
It's so awful. It is awful. I mean, it should not work that way. If you have a problem with me, deal with me, but don't create enmity between my child and I.
Yeah.
It's not good. It's not good for the child. It's not good for me. It's not good for the whole relationship. Because as a child grows, so everything that has transpired among us will show in his life there.
Yeah. That's true.
I would say for African, I mean, is the situation is different from Europe or America. Because Africa, for most of the fathers, you have said, I mean, they were afraid for responsibility. I mean, responsibility is not their target. I mean, is as long as the woman got pregnant, you know, they would withdraw. You know, I'm afraid of responsibility, but responsibility in a sense, I mean, it's not because you don't have money to take care of your daughter or your son. You know, you have to be there.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, physically, I mean, you know, even though you don't have nothing, but show let your presence be there. I mean, show that, I mean, even though I don't have nothing, but you know, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Very
fatherly
important.
love. Yeah. But in reference to Europe, America, especially America, where, you know, those women, they will use you, you know, to get money from you, you know, it's not because they love you.
Child support.
Exactly, you know. So, you know, most of my fellow Africans, you know, they were stranded.
Yeah.
You know, especially we Africans, we are behaving like if we are Americans or we are Europeans. They have forgot about, you know, I came from Africa too, you know. So I would get you pregnant, I mean, if you're a woman, excuse me, and then I will receive money from you. And it will not be $100 or $200, it's a lot of dollars. Yeah. You know, so most of those women, they are not working. Yeah, they depend on child support, which is bad. You know, it's not, those things does not belong in our African culture actually.
Yeah.
Exactly, I mean, so, you know, we have to work on these issues, especially I'm talking about our sisters here in Sweden.
Europe,
Sweden, you know, money is value, but it's not a value compared to the relationship, I mean, between you and I. You know, so we have to, you know, combine, you know, both love, responsibility, and money, but not let money
should be the last
at the top. You know, money should be the last issue.
Exactly.
But now the issue that we are facing in Sweden is this baby drug, this child support.
Child support.
You know, because the women want to control, the men too want to control, so there will be a conflict. You know, but that money is not for me, neither for you. It's for the children.
Yeah.
You know, so use that money in a proper way that will benefit the children.
It is pathetic anyhow. Here in Sweden too, if you're talking about the women too, we have to talk about the men.
Yeah.
In back home, it is also that take the brunt of the financial burden of the family. If the government is giving out money to these children, us men, we don't have to be focused on that money. That money is not meant for us. Even if financially, as my brother said, you can't contribute more financially. Physically be there, emotionally be there. Show the love and protect the child. Give the child the advice, the love that the child needs. I think that will very much help the children in the future, in the foreseeable future.
I'm just a newly father, actually.
So the advice is going to yourself too.
Yeah. And I have not yet started getting any of those money that people are talking about. So I have nothing much to say. As far as I'm concerned, I am a hard-working man, and I make sure what I'm supposed to do as a father, I'm doing it by working. Because if you are not working, just sitting home, the woman have other thinking as well. Maybe they will consider you to be a very lazy guy, which of course I am not like that. So I trust myself 100%. Yes.
You're going to be a super dad too.
Of course.
Take advices from him.
So
I know maybe soon I will be with them, you know, I will be in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would like to show exactly the kind of way, or I would like to show my child how he should be. And I will always like to be there for him. Yes.
I will be back in 2 years to find out. If you want to give advice to children out there that facing this crisis, you know, because you have teenage boys that is going to be dad, right? Children I'm focusing on the boys aspect now. You have men, or you know, he's just a dad right now. So you know, just give advice to those guys that haven't had a father figure in their life but want to be good, want to be better.
But you know, for those that are young, you know, you have the potential to be a doctor, to be a lawyer, to be a whatever you want to be. I mean, and for the women, I mean, you have, you know, the greater chances to be a better person in the future. I mean, but don't be as an aspirant, you know, say, okay, because that girl is pregnant, I want to be pregnant. You are not competing with nobody. I mean, you are doing yourself harm. You know, focus yourself. Do what you have to do in education and be a person you want to be in the future. I mean, you are a doctor, you are a lawyer in the near future. You never know. I mean, so just put your focus and go for it. Please, is what I want to say.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'm just saying that don't make babies when it's not your time, when you're not ready for them. If you bring a life into this world, you have to take care of that life. You have to be there for that life. For the young people that are coming up, if you have a child, if you're blessed with a child, you have to be there for that child. You have to show moral support. You have to be there financially. You have to be there emotionally. You have to come together with the woman. Whatever differences you have, forget about those differences. Your mentality should be focused on the welfare and the upbringing of your child. For the young women out there, please don't get pregnant when you're young. You will make lots of funny decisions. If you bring forth a child in this world, whatever differences you might have with your partner, whether it's your love life or in anything, please come together and settle that dispute. But don't let that dispute influence the upbringing of your child. Allow the man always in your child's life. Your baby daddy should always be in your child's life. But I'm not saying you should separate. It is good and noble to get married. Here in Sundsvall, we're getting married, and I think we're going to have 2 or 3
more
in weddings. But we're hoping that the young women will listen and adhere to all these things that we're saying. Get your education, get yourself productive, have a job, and later if you want to have a child, you can have a child. But please do it in a sane and good way.
And for my guys who are out there like just becoming a father newly like me, my only advice to you guys should always be prepared. Getting a child is not an easy task, and you have to be really, really ready before you have a child. So what I'm trying to say is this: guys should always be there in times of child support, in times of child care, and also guys should also show respect to their women, or let's say their girlfriend. And guys should always show that kind of love between both the parent, between both the child and the woman. You shouldn't just love the child and forget about the woman. It cannot work.
The way the discussion is so nice, I don't even want to leave you guys. I just want to sit here and just enjoy and get all the advices, because I needed to. I'm a young lady growing up, starting life. So thank you guys so much for today.
And thank you once more. You are welcome.
I appreciate it. We appreciate it. And I pray that all these advices you got here today may manifest in some people's life out there. Like, respect your woman, do good, be there for your child, be a part of your child's life. That's the most important thing, because what you give to your child today is what they will reap tomorrow. So thank you all so much.
Oh, my pleasure.
We'll see you again next time.
And no responsibility is bigger for any man. So don't be afraid to take your responsibility.
To take your responsibility.
Yeah.
To do that.
They're
That's
yours.
Youngest dad out there, be supportive to your wife and be supportive to your kid. Peace.
Peace out.